Circulatory system. So I'm going to be doing the circulatory system for my Junior Sour project. The circulatory system consists of the heart, three major blood vessels, a ton of arteries, veins, and capillaries, and then the blood cells. The heart is protected by the left side of your rib cage. The circulatory system helps to maintain normal body temperature as well as your body's pH. The pH is a balance between acid and base inside your body. Base is the opposite of acid. I do not know exactly what pH is, so that's a question. I'm extremely sorry I can't answer that. In order for your body to be in a healthy state, it must maintain a balanced pH. This is a picture of all the arteries inside your body: the head, the arms, the hands, phalanges, your lungs, your heart, another major artery right here, your stomach and liver, your leg and your legs. Red blood. Now we're going to be talking about blood cells. Red blood cells, or RBCs, also known as erythrocytes, take up as much as 40 to 45% of your body's blood. RBCs are especially unusual for their shape. They are round but also flat. They are sort of like a shallow bowl. They are perfect for fitting into and out of capillaries, and capillaries are extremely tiny. RBCs are really small and extremely stretchy. They have hemoglobin, which enables them to carry a ton of oxygen. A mature RBC, or an old RBC, doesn't have a nucleus, which allows it to have more hemoglobin, which lets more oxygen to be transported to the rest of the body. Now, a nucleus is basically like the instructions that it was given, or it's what its job is. And a old red blood cell does not have that. Hemoglobin is what gives the RBCs their red color. There are 5 main types of white blood cells, or WBCs. The neutrophil is the first WBC. It destroys and removes bacteria. They surround it, then eat it with special enzymes. Did you know that neutrophils make up about 60% of your body's WBCs? Basophils are the next WBCs. They participate in the immune response, or help fight off immune diseases in your immune system. They also help with allergic reactions that your body has when you get in touch with something that you're allergic to. They contain heparin. It helps the blood to clot slowly, or the blood to not clot quickly. It also holds histamine that dilates or opens the blood vessels in the heart. Lymphocytes are the next WBC. Lymphocytes get the immediate responses for the presence or foreign matter, viral attacks, and invading pathogens. Pathogens are basically just diseases or infections that you get. Monocytes are the next WBC. Monocytes help other cells in your blood to remove and the damaged tissue that is no longer helpful to the body. They also help to kill cancerous cells, like cells that give you cancer. So if you don't have a ton of monocytes, that's probably why you have cancer. Why you get cancer, I should say. Monocytes are born in the marrow of your bone. Then they travel all throughout your body. Eosinophils are the next WBC. Eosinophils help protect and dismantle harmful parasites and diseases. Eosinophils help to stop the allergic reaction before it happens or gets worse. They also respond in the inflammatory process. Platelets are the last type of blood cell, not WBC. They help to stop the blood from forming a blood clot when you get cut. Platelets help to clot the surface of your skin where you get a cut. But sometimes, very rarely, there's too many platelets that come to a certain spot, and they kind of form a blood clot inside your veins and capillaries and arteries. It's extremely bad, and you can get a heart attack if you get a big blood clot, or maybe even a little one. But a blood clot inside your heart is bad because oxygenated blood or deoxygenated blood cannot get from one place to another. This is a picture of all the blood cells inside your body. There's monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, macrophages, erythrocytes, and platelets. I have not talked about macrophages. Do not know what that is, but yeah. The heart and major blood vessels. Your heart is the reason your blood is pushed throughout your body. Deoxygenated blood gets injected from your body through your heart into the lungs, where it gets oxygenated. Then oxygenated blood comes out of your lung vessels and back into your heart, then ejected back to your body. Deoxygenated blood goes into your superior vena cava, which is the very first artery. And into the right atrium. Then it gets pushed through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, which fills up, which then it fills up with the deoxygenated blood. And then the deoxygenated blood is ejected from the heart through the pulmonary valve to the pulmonary artery and shoots into the right and left lungs. Then the blood is oxygenated. When the blood gets oxygenated, it comes back into the heart through pulmonary veins. These are the pulmonary veins. there's two, they split off and then they come back into one vein, back into your heart. Then the oxygenated blood gets pulled from the pulmonary veins. It gets pulled into the left atrium. The mitral valve then opens and pushes the now oxygenated blood up into the left ventricle. After which it gets pushed into the aorta through the aortic valve into the rest of the body. So the aorta, they come out and then it kind of like splits off into different parts. I'm not sure if this picture shows the aortic valve, but the aortic valve just basically opens up so that the blood can go to the rest of the body. The heart contains 4 different chambers: the right and left atriums, and the right and left ventricles. Each atrium is connected to each ventricle with valves. There are 4 valves. They are the tricuspid valve, the pulmonary valve, the mitral valve, and the aortic valve. Okay, never mind. It shows the aortic valve. Whoopsies. On the average, a healthy heart beats around 80 times per minute. Yes, that's a ton. Which means every hour your heart beats about 4,800 times, or 4,800 times. And every day, or 24 hours, your heart beats, get ready for this huge number, 115,200 times every day. So think, if you guys are good at math, think from the day that you were born to today, how many times do you think your heart has beaten in that time? We're moving on to the last thing that I'm going to explain. It is the process of elimination. Before I talk about that, these are 3 types of blood vessels. So there are arteries, which carries the oxygenated blood into the capillaries. As I said before, capillaries are extremely small. So there's a ton in your body, and then it goes into your veins and at the tips of your fingers, or just an ending to your body, so like your fingers or your toes. Basically there's going to be the veins that like come like deoxygenated blood, and then there's going to be like maybe like 2 sets of veins inside each finger. One so it can come around and back to the heart, and then another set so that it can come all throughout the body. Now we're moving on to process of circulation loss. Circulation loss is when you get Whoops. Circulation loss is when you get your blood cut off partially or completely. Circulation loss can be caused by a natural cause or an induced cause. An induced cause is when a force of nature caused it to happen. So like a rubber band or a watch or just anything that's around. That's either that like squeezes like in a hair tie constricts the blood and cuts off the blood from the rest of the part, and it causes your, yes, get ready for the disgusting picture, toes or fingers or whatever part of your body black. So this is some toes that got cut off. The circulation got cut off, and there's a ton of veins in your feet. Just right there, if you look closely, you can see a ton of veins running through the black toes. Extremely disgusting. But yeah, this is all I have for my presentation. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.